If he's still available, I think he's going to be a great add because Mike Evans is more than likely out for the season. This means he's going to have more upside in a pass-happy offense. And they still have Chris Godwin who's out. And, I mean, he's a burner. Welcome to Pigskin Passion TV. And it's your boy, the Black Mamba. It's season 3, episode number 111. And we back. We back for another week of fantasy football. And your boy has his first 2-game winning streak of the year. But man, my team fizzled at the end. After those 1 p.m. games, I thought I was sitting pretty. I thought I was going to be well over 100 points. And I didn't even sniff 100 points. Afternoon games, Jayden Daniels ended up getting hurt. He was having a great game, but he ended up getting hurt. I'm sure he would have got well over 30 points. And then I had David Montgomery and Nico Collins going in the afternoon. So I just knew combined that I would be able to get over 100. Nico Collins got hurt as well. And David Montgomery just put me up a dud. And you have to live with that with the Lions offense. Some nights he's the guy. Other nights it's Jahmyr Gibbs. On Monday it was Jahmyr Gibbs. So a win is a win. I'll take it. But I really wanted to have more points than what I got. But enough about that, guys. Let's jump right into this waiver wire week. At quarterback, Uncle Joe Flacco. And I may I will be going out to put a bid in for Joe. Last week he came out on Thursday and looked all world against my Pittsburgh Steelers. He couldn't have asked for a better situation getting traded from one of the worst offensive teams in the league to now he has a team that has 2 studs at wide receiver. And as long as he can get protection, he'll be able to get the ball to the best receiving duo in the league. I definitely will be trying to go out there and get Flacco because I'm pretty sure that Jayden Daniels, he's not going to play on Monday. So I just need some insurance. If I get outbidded with Joe Flacco, then I definitely would be putting a bid in for Daniels. I'll be putting a bid in for his backup, Marcus Mariota. Like I said, I really don't expect him to play. So I'm sort of in a position where I have to get the backup if I can't get the other quarterback because I really don't want to play CJ Stroud as well. It was a small sample size, but Mariota, he actually looked serviceable as a spot starter. He's what I would consider a poor man's Jayden Daniels. He has the ability to rush, and hopefully he'll get one of his weapons back in either Deebo Samuels or Terry McLaurin on Monday. At running back, Kyle Monungai with the Chicago Bears. He was on the field a lot last week, and he was actually very productive. He had 81 yards with a tutty on 13 rushes. And right now, I think he could make a good flex, or you could just pick him up as a handcuff. I love the direction that this offense is going in. They have a offensive-minded genius at head coach who calls the plays. So I definitely will be putting a bid in for this guy. Hopefully I can get him because I plan to get rid of Tootin with the Jaguars. I think he's a good handcuff as well, but I think Kyle Monungai will be an upgrade. The next guy, if I don't get Monungai, I'll go out and try to get Bashard Smith with the Kansas City Chiefs. I like him as a handcuff as well right now. I think you can get him real cheap while he's still under the radar. Right now, he's still third in the pecking order behind Hunt and Pacheco, but he's just one Pacheco or one Hunt injury away from seeing the field. And right now, the Kansas City Chiefs, low-key, they're really starting to cook. The offense is looking good. Pat Mahomes is out there doing his thing again. I wouldn't mind getting the running back in that offense. And that wide receiver, Tez Johnson, I gave you this guy last week. I hope if you needed a receiver, you went out and got him. But if you didn't, guess what? you got a do-over. He had 4 catches for 58 yards and a touchdown last night. If he's still available, I think he's going to be a great add because Mike Evans is more than likely out for the season. This means he's going to have more upside in a pass-happy offense. And they still have Chris Godwin who's out. And, I mean, he's a burner. So I like Tez Johnson. If you guys need a receiver, definitely I think he's a good pickup this week. Another guy is Jaden Higgins with the Houston Texans. Nico Collins got knocked out the game last night with a concussion. I wouldn't expect him to play on Sunday. So Jaden Higgins, he could make a good spot start this week. The other guy, I don't remember his first name. I think it's Noel. He actually looked pretty good as well. So if I had to choose between one or the other, I would go with Higgins. But the other rookie receiver, he was actually the one who caught the touchdown. So either one of those guys, if you need a receiver this week, definitely go out and scoop them. Next up on my list is Xavier LeGette. He had a really nice game on Sunday. He caught 9 passes for 92 yards, and he had a tutty. Bryce Young actually got knocked out the game with an ankle injury, and when Andy Dalton came in, he attempted 7 passes, and 5 of those passes went to LeGette. It looks like they have a little bit of chemistry, and I don't think Bryce Young probably will play this week. So this would be another nice pickup if you need somebody for this week. And at the tight end position is Dalton Schultz with the Houston Texans. He was C.J. Stroud's favorite receiver on Monday with 9 catches for 98 yards. And if Nico Collins is out this week with that concussion that he got, Schultz could have a big week. I would definitely go out and get him if you need a tight end. Another tight end is Arunde Gaston with the Los Angeles Chargers. Now, this could have been an anomaly, but he had a big day on Sunday. And that can't go unnoticed. He had 7 catches for 164 yards and a tutty. And if I had to put in a bid for a tight end this week, I would definitely be trying to put him on my list. Another tight end that I think has some good upside is Colston Loveland with the Chicago Bears. I may like this guy more than Gaston. The starter Cole Kmet got hurt, and if he doesn't play, I love Loveland's potential. No pun intended. As always, guys, I stream my defenses. As I told you last week, I had went out and picked up the New England Patriots. I plan to use them again this week. They played the Cleveland Browns. But if you need a defense, the Atlanta Falcons versus Miami, I think that the Falcons would be a good defense to go out and pick up this week. I think the Falcons will bounce back this week from that bad performance they had against the San Francisco 49ers. And Miami's offense is the perfect cure for that. Tua, he leads the league in interceptions. And last week, they only scored 6 points. If I didn't already have the New England Patriots for this week, I would be out there on the waiver wire to pick these Falcons up. So guys, these are my waiver wire pickups for this week. I hope that I gave you some nuggets. And if I did, do me a favor. Spike that like, comment, subscribe. And it's your boy, the Black Mamba, out.